weird. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the very top. Don't know what that's about, but okay. I'm gonna take sign. Arrow sign. And I'm just gonna add death. And I'm gonna check it out, see if I can get to the end. So I do seem to have a problem. When you completely stop your sideways momentum, your forward momentum also seems to stop. Like, you can build up a lot of forward speed, but then as soon as you try going sideways, your forward speed disappears. And I think that's because if I go into models, rocket cycle, let me open up GIMP as well. Let me double check. Add velocity. It adds the forward vector times the forward speed, which is great, except where's forward speed set? Set right here. It's equal to current forward speed plus whatever you're subtracting the original thing. Forgot to set this. Okay. Let me see. I think forward speed is set in here. Yeah, it's set to either forward or backwards times the delta seconds times your max acceleration plus the forward speed. So it might be... There doesn't seem to be a cap on what I did here. So it can be infinity for all I care. It'll be forward speed times your... so it's infinity times your forward vector. So it's basically move infinitely forward. Add that to your velocity. And then add your right vector thing. So this never stopped growing. Forward speed did. It's still increasing. Oh, I forgot to put who the remix is by. Oh. Because it's in the name, okay. Okay. So yeah, that never stopped growing. Let me see if Sage can tell. I want the momentum to be preserved whenever. I want the forward momentum to be preserved. Regardless of sideways direction. And while that's calculating, let me test something out. See, the more you build up forward speed, the slower it should go down. Okay. So let me print out what forward speed is. Print string. Alright. Sign. Sign of. That works better than what I was doing. Probably. Okay, that's weird. So let's get your Z location. What is this? What it would be without all that Z logic. Because the change in Z should be... Your old Z... Or your new Z minus your old Z. Times 1. Oh, that's right. Alright, that's weird. So forward speed. Let me just drag a forward speed node in here. Because there's no way it's being set to 0. It is being set to 0. Which is weird. So... This takes your delta seconds, multiplies it by your braking friction, and your forward speed. The sine of your forward speed, -1. So, whatever your forward speed is, alright, I think character movement, max acceleration, let's set it to 1. Huh? Oh, because that's 0 for some reason. Why is it 0? Delta seconds is not 0, it's something. What's the braking friction? 0.1. No! Set it to 1. Alright, forward speed, or forward acceleration should be 2, maybe. Okay, what about 10? Let's also clamp it. No, I don't have to do that. I just have to clamp here. Clamp, float. Negative 40 to positive 40, let's say. Okay. So I don't think that's high enough. I think it needs to be like negative 70. Yeah, let's go 80 to 80. Now the other thing I want to do there, now turning doesn't feel punishing. The only problem is braking is awful. And going uphill ruins all momentum, but whatever. Times. Let's go 0.1. Okay. So now I want, if it's the same sign, input action is at most 1, at least -1. If I do sign, that's -1 to 1. Absolute value. So we're going to go round, or multiply by now. Oh yeah, just get the sign. So if it's 0 and 0, sorry, if it's 1 and 1, or -1 and -1, if I subtract them from each other, then the output will be 0. If it's 0 and 1, or 0 and -1, see, 1 will always make it go backwards, and -1 will always go forwards. That works out. Multiply by get braking friction, and add it there. Okay. So whatever direction you're moving in, as long as you're not doing anything, Try 2. Alright, I think I made the slope still too strong. That is so much better. Alright, let me go back to Rocket Cycle Player. Slopes should be way less powerful than they are. Try 0.01. Okay. Should build more downhill sections so you can get it up a lot of speed. Okay, that works out pretty good. How does shift work? Set the forward speed to the max speed. That's not going to work. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to say set velocity to multiply actor forward times the max speed. We're also going to set forward speed to max acceleration. Ah. Let's make a new one. Max FS value. Going to be a float. Set it to, I don't know, 150. Times -1. Plug it in there. I got them backwards, but okay. And then I go back up here. You are now set to the max FS value, which is currently 150, and we can tweak that later once we find out if it looks good or feels good. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thank goodness gravity is so slow. Haha. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to slide 3. Yep, that's the right one. Alright, what's wrong with your... faces... Ah. Delete this face. Now. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, also go connected only. It is on connected only. Now that curve downward should be much smoother. Control S, file, export as P, not PSK. Slide 3. Hello. Objects. Documents. Blender projects. Slide 3.fbx. Okie. Alright, let's see. Yep, when you can see, it's pretty good, and then you can fall down easily. Okie dokie. Alright, what's the next step? I guess it's add a long downward section so that you can use the... Hold on. Get levels, level select. Let's test how it starts out now. See, like, why does sometimes it just instantly drops to the ground, and sometimes... Why did I come to... I don't think I have anything to do on the internet. I'll get my next. Hologram horse. Alright, the important thing is... it needs to end up left of where it starts. That's pretty cool, though. New general, yes, say. Oh yeah, let's also... I should be good as long as I don't go in that area behind everything. You ever see Hello Kitty Fairy Tale Theater? Just found out it's free on YouTube. I used to watch it on Hulu all the time as a kid. It's actually better than I remember it. That being said, I don't remember it being that great. As a kid, I thought it... I mean, I knew what the gimmick was, but I didn't realize, like, they had one person pretending to be bad at acting. I always thought it was weird, though, that the cat character was like, wait, Hello Kitty was nice to me? In that one episode where she is. Because it was like, I know you're egotistical, but at the same time, you do know that you're only an actor who is typecast as vain people, right? You're not unworthy of love. Time to get DMCA'd. I know it's a bit early for this, and I really don't want to be doing it this early, but I have to. Do you go back that far? You do not. Ha! 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 Alright. Try it all on even footing again. Size 0. Size 0. I just realized that. I probably shouldn't have been doing what I was doing, which was... having the right or left end be lower, because I want to have the center end be lower. I'll decide what to do with you later. Actually, no, I'll decide what to do with you now. So the idea is what originally would have been the right path, but since I started with it and I now have to decide what the rest of the path is going to be, the left path is going to be blocked off by crates that can only be broken by the helmet. So if you beat either the double jump challenge or double dash boost or activated debug mode and got the hat from Leaky Leopard's level, then you would have the ability to... Hold on. You get the double dash or the double jump, beat Leaky Leopard's level with the hat intact, or lose Leaky Leopard's level with the hat intact. And then you come here, you can get the bonus track, which is significantly shorter. So a straightaway, and then another curvy bit. You know what I'll do, actually? Let me grab all of this and all of this. Dissolve the edges. Alright, let me go try again. Gotta get only these edges. Alright, now I can dissolve these edges. There we go. Alright, rotates to the side. And yes, I do realize that the player can actually just go... But I don't know what else to do. Alright, ordinarily there's no risk of accidentally getting on the roof. What I might do... Just checking. If I do a loop cut thing right. Okay, yeah. Goes to right about there. Since you can't jump over spikes, the only way to get around them would be to go off the edge. Or you know what, I could just do the entire thing inside of a tunnel. Yeah, I'll just do that. Entire thing is in a tunnel. I gotta know. Yeah. Is an informal expressive to mean to become very to your, or lose your temper. Blow your top. She blowed my top doesn't make any sense. I blew my top means I got angry. She blew her top means she got angry. So she's saying I gotta get to my laddie bear before I get angry. What does she mean in Fujiyama Mama? Fujiyama Mama lyrics. Eileen Barton. It was first recorded by Ernestine Allen. Featured instrumental cover. clever lyrics and oriental sound gimmicks, but president of the many disc jockeys would not play it due to offbeat lyrics. Nevertheless, the song was listed on Billboard's Coming Up Fast charts. Eileen Barton, a white pop singer, also recorded the song in March 1955 for Coral Records. Jackson recorded the song in 1957 for Capitol Label. In her autograph, despite the lack of chart success in the United States, the song was a major hit in Japan, reaching number 1 in 1958. It held the number 1 shot in Japan for 6 months, and it was the first rock and roll song to become a big hit in Japan. An early recording was also a hit in Japan in 1950. I'm a Fujiyama Mama, and I'm about to blow my top. With the song's popularity, Jackson toured Japan in March and February. The tour was a sensation among Japanese fans. During her tour of Japan, she played theaters, clubs, militaries, and booked 3 shows. Some have questioned how an American song that explicitly references dropping the atomic bombs on Japan could have become a major hit in Japan. One author attributes the success of the songs in Japan to its embodiment of the desire for female empowerment in a post-war Japan. Another author cited the song's provocative stuff and even suggested that Jackson, a white singer, was engaged in appropriation of the sexual allure to Oriental women. I don't know. So it is a thing. Top meaning 1950s. So is Eileen Barton just a cover artist? Hold on. Poco Loco in the Coco. I don't have a record player, but that's cool. Eileen Barton. I don't know how to spell her name. Eileen Okay, I got it right. So is there no Wikipedia article for this song? Song by Eileen Barton. Weird. Hold on, let me text someone. Oh, you're busy. I just text the guy that got the boss, or it's made the boss fight song. He just keeps forgetting to send it to me. Welcome to the underground. How are your balls? Welcome to the underground. Give us your balls. Welcome to the underground. How are your balls? Welcome to the underground. Welcome to the underground. Hey, Papyrus, mind your balls. Welcome to the underground. Excuse my balls. Welcome to the underground. I got thick balls. Welcome to the underground. Welcome to the underground. Welcome to the underground. Welcome to the Welcome to the underground. The underground. We'll make our way back to the surface. Amen. Your travels, your sins will follow. Consequences aren't easy to swallow. Real monster, now you should know. You've cut this story down to the bone. Balls. Welcome to the underground. To the balls. Welcome to the underground. Prepare to ball. Welcome to the underground. We'll turn all of us to balls. Welcome to the underground. To the underground. Welcome to the underground. Balls. Welcome to the underground. Come to the underground. Smell creepy balls. Ready? Welcome to the underground. Welcome to your determination, because we monsters have our motivations. Am the mastermind, he's my accomplice. How are your balls? Mind when you wander for hours. You might even decide to start talking to flowers. Real monster, now you should know. You've cut this story down to the bone. Look, if I'm being honest, my breath. The messier it gets if I had it my way. Kidding, if you couldn't tell, I get so bored I amuse my balls. Welcome to the underground, you're all alone. Welcome to the underground, your kind of balls. Oh no. Welcome to the underground, they're scared of tiny balls. Welcome to the underground, welcome to the underground. I'm sure you'll get 'em with that. Welcome to the underground. Underground. Balls. Welcome to the underground. We can relate to your determination. Dissolve these edges. Story's already been told. Can play again if you sell your balls. Eye on you, so you just watch it. But cut this story down to the balls. Alright, let's try these two. Fill you two. Then Control FG. There you go. Alright, add a fill here. Fill you guys. Then go from you two. Control FG. That Soul is so useful. Alright, I'll leave you two open-ended. Faces. A, Alt-N, recalculate inside. So if I go face orientation, the entire thing should be red. Ah. Hold on. Hmm. And you're sure you can't do, like, face select? Unfortunately, that does get these guys, so I'd have to... Well, if I'm gonna do something manually, at least let me do it the easy way, I guess. I guess it's the easy way. Oops. Oh, I was thinking of the quote, "You peaked too soon." I was like, what is that from? It's from the Looney Tunes show. Janai. Waku waku. Party no. Hello. What if I tried this? Delete the vertices. A pie or pie. See, if I do that, that happens, and if I do that, that happens. Oh. If I hide this vertice, Alt H. Delete the vertices. Delete the vertices. Alright, now make sure I didn't make a mistake over here. Yep, you're perfectly fine. Alright. Go down to the bottom. Vertices. Why not? Nope. Just delete them. Alright, that's not you guys, but again, not you guys. A, Alt N, recalculate inside. Okay. Now the other important thing is okay. Delete the face. Wait, actually, I should probably solo select it. Delete the face. Merge, 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 and merge. Finally, fix everything that got broken through me doing stuff. Welcome to the mind of a different kind, where we've been growing slowly. Think I'm on 11, but I'm on a 9. Guess you can really know me. Out of curiosity, understandable. Let me go get a cough drop. So I have gotten express permission to do this. I'm gonna go window capture. Window capture 2. I'll be brave. Okie dokie. Oh, hey. How dare you, Riptide. Yeah, we gotta take care of them yellows. Alright, what is that? 2 floating vertices. We can't have those. No, I don't have anything to throw in mid either. Yeah, I probably don't have to do that. What? Capturing Chrome works for me. Edge. When recording a video on browser, the video stops showing Brave on OBS when switching browser window. That's typical behavior. The video is not remembering. It is the browser that does this, and every browser does this. Chrome flags calculate native win occlusion. Calculate Windows occlusion. Continue running background apps when Brave is closed. Option enables in system setting. Resetting system. Continue running background apps when Brave is closed. Additionally, what exactly? Turning off. Calculate Windows occlusion. How do you spell occlusion? OCC. There's nothing OCC. Literally, if you want Brave Wisdom to be a background and have another transparent full screen window on top of it. It's entirely transparent, and I've added my wallpaper or YouTube video on. Okay. I've resolved this with a workaround, as mentioned in my original post. What I didn't want to mention is that I'm using an derivative prior to Weisman. Revert to using open source drivers. Chrome no longer has black screen. I'm going to fix it by enabling use system title bar and borders. Like this. Use system title bar and borders. Minimum. Use vertical tabs? No. Use horizontal tabs. Borders. System. System title bar. Use system title bar borders. To do this, right click on the free space near the tab like this. No, I mean you can't. It's just not. Can you try opening Shields panel? Shields. Device recognition. That's it. DEVI. Maybe twitch.tv. Okay, that works. Did it? It did not. Well, 7 years ago. Hardware acceleration. Excel. Okay. Okay, but now I can't watch it. Oh. No? Okay. Okay, it was his. Alright. Yeah, do whatever you have to beat Pink Team. Alright, I'm not gonna do it. Then I'm gonna go A, UV, on wrap angle based. That still didn't work. Alright, let's see. Which part is that? First. No. Go back to second. Third. Is it this guy? No. Is it this curly guy that I probably made too big? Oh. I don't know that Riptide's friends are family friendly. Aha. So to Chrome, you need to disable Chrome hardware acceleration. It's actually all browsers: Chrome, Opera, Edge, and Brave. We discovered shortly before your reply that disabling hardware Acceleration in Chrome works, but disabling hardware acceleration in Brave has no effect on capturing window. This problem also lies with Windows Media Player. The funny thing is all these used to work before. Thank you for the reply. Clone alone will be due until Firefox download. UV Maxine. Maxine. Do what you want, Riptide. It's your stream, nobody else's. UV Maxine. UV unwrap angle based. That works. I forgot to download Firefox. I literally did that so I could watch Riptide, and then I would work while it's downloading, but then I forgot to Shift A, texture, image texture, open, Blender textures, grass.png, open, send in base color. Turn off base orientation. What did I do? Base orientation. Oh, you know what I could do is I could just create an invisible wall that prevents you from jumping on the thing. You done yet, Firefox? You are. Video. Twitch.tv. I have my caps lock on. Alright, I'm not logged in on Firefox, so I'll have to just OP Riptide. Okay, proceed. And we go to you. Yeah, we change you to Firefox. And then that should work. Let me look. Hey, Firefox saves the day. Slide 5. File export. FBX slide 5. Does anyone else like feel really weird when watching female VTubers? Like it hurts you in the chest to watch them? So I get like physical pains whenever I watch VTubers in the chest. Feels like someone's putting my heart under a hydraulic press. And yes, I did get that pain. Whatever I just did. Undo. I did get that pain when that VTuber said, "Oh, we got eliminated." File export as FBX Fight 5. I don't know what you're about. You haven't been paused, have you? Oh, man. Okay, working for now. Check back in a couple minutes. Sorry to hear about that. Use complex collision as simple. I can agree with that. Take the Lord's name in vain, Riptide. Shut up and tell me where Riptide is. What did you do to Riptide? Who are you and what did you do to Riptide? At least it's not too late for him, but what did you do to him? How do I get him back? You monsters. Alright, 10 is not enough. Forwards. Let's see, it's max acceleration. Max acceleration, try 20. They should increase it fast enough that, you know, did the audio die? Oh no. I need some Mario Kart enthusiasts to come through here and be like, yeah, what you're doing wrong is right here where you're supposed to do that, and your complaints aren't worthless, Riptide. Am I on my webcam mic? Why would... yeah, this is the right way. Whoa. Oh wait, no, that is the right way. Aha. Okay. Okay, it's that way. Ah, stop doing that. Falling off the thing. Ah. You know, I've played Kirby's Air Ride a lot. How am I not good at just pressing the shift button and instantly change my momentum to whatever direction I'm facing? No, that was the end of that. I'm sure there are speedrunners that'll figure out how to play this game properly, but for now it's probably best to just go slowly. Ha! Fantasy football. Aha! I don't know what a blitz team is, but I bet you'll do a good job at it. Well, there we go. Well, there we go. Ooh. Just find the heart crafting recipe and dupe your hearts before you... Alright, I'm definitely adding a new checkpoint up here. I had a dream about this place once. Or at least something like that. Wait. Wait, what? You were supposed to stop it from being bad, not make it worse. So I proved it's possible to get up here twice, actually. Do a important objects checkpoint. Aha. Checkpoint right here. Technically, there's no way to, you know. Oh, you know the thing. Alright, what is the cube here? Copy this position in the level blueprint. Actually, we do a branch here. Get a copy at 1. If it's not, then you do that. If it is, we'll duplicate all this. It will be this position. Alright, what did I do with that? I added about 200 to Y. Plus 200. We go to levels. Igloo Iguana stage. Actually, let me go Magma Monkey stage. Let me go back to Hologram Horse stage. Did you end stream? Oh, hey! You raided me. But I'm on your stream, so we got an infinite loop. And I can hear myself, so I can't think. Pretty good once I figured out that Firefox, is the only browser that will let you have someone else's stream in your corner without turning the entire screen black. When you were saying that your IRL friend was streaming, I did not connect the dots until just now. So, right now I'm making a racetrack. You wanna... So, this is what I'm working on. Let me level select screen so I can reset the checkpoints. So, it's a horror level. Hence the jump scare. But then randomly in the middle of it, I decided, why not swap it to a Mario Kart instead? We're going around of what? HIWT? Oh, hole in the wall. That's awesome. Yeah, I think I've seen you play it before. It's just, I don't know acronyms. But yeah, this is what I'm working on, is a Mario Kart level. So this part's always tricky. Oh, that's your current speed. I gotta take that down. But I was running into an issue where your character would drift, but then it would stop all forward movement, so. So then you got this section, small reprieve before you go into the blind room, where you can't see a thing. except these arrows pointing you in the right direction. And then you go out here, and there are some ghosts. And you actually reach a checkpoint, so if you die after this point, you're fine. And then you got this really long section that I kind of now hate doing. So what do you think? You want to play a round of Rocket Man X-Kart? There's no Lakitu. I just die. Should probably go back to Hologram Horse stage so my checkpoint doesn't reset. Alright, well. Okay. I will. Thank you. Alright. Let me not do that, actually. There we go. Now I'll just go up infinitely. Because technically there's nothing telling you you have to get on the motorcycle for this. Alright. Where are we? Where ye be? I'm so glad I have sticky keys turned off. And that's the checkpoint. Alright, what we're gonna do, first of all, take you. You're gonna raise your Z slightly. And we're gonna find and do a cone, because I don't know how to do an arrow. Rotation 90. I think that's the direction you're pointing in when you first launch. Yep. Alright. What's the Z rotation? Gotta be 150. Got it. Rocket Cycle. Player. No. Hologram Horse Stage. BP. Open level blueprint. Everyone has a Z rotation of 150 except you, because that's irrelevant. Z rotation. Or I could just do this. Actually, let me fill the gap right here. Mind the gap. Mind the gap. Yeah, I can't just... Can I? No, I can't. Alright, no. Let me lower my speed because that is tremendously fast and it is hurting my ability to do anything. Alright. Alright, and then I go over here. give you both grass. Grass. And grass. And grass. Grass. I mean, you can kind of tell it's a patch job, but you need no shadows. Cast shadow, no. Alright, I need to turn up the gravity. That's what I need to do. Character movement. Gravity scale. That's actually going to be up to 11. Turn it up to 11. Okay. Let me restart the level. Level select screen. Yep. Make sure the first part is possible. So now you shouldn't be gliding anymore. You should always be falling. Yeah, that's a realistic amount of fall. Hologram horse. Okay. Oh yeah, I should have my music back on now that I don't have his music on. Okay, that's an amount of fall damage that I can approve of. Quick question though. Oh wait, I got P mode. I don't have to just dash there. I can also dash there without collisions. Haha! Anyways. Escape! Okay. This is a very difficult section. I will give you 1-ups. When I give you a 1-up, and it's not mandatory for the story, but you know, it's not given to you from defeating an enemy. It's not a reward for anything. You know you're in for a bad time. If I gave you 3 1-ups, just in case you miss one of them, you know you got a bad time coming. Let me go. It'd be permanent health, right? Perm small. Perm small. Perm big. Perm big. Perm big ammo. Perm big ammo. Oh, you know what, actually? There's a BP metal crate. Breakable steel metal crate. E, rotate this way. Nope, wrong way. There you go. They're like a... I guess there ain't, is there? A way to make it move relative to its rotation? Unreal Engine, move objects relative to its rotation. In editor. Rotate. Get the actor world rotate for a no. Let me see if ChatGPT knows what I'm asking. In Unreal Engine, is there a way to make those move bars that appear when you press W in the editor change to be relative to the object's rotation, like what happens when you press X in Unity? Short crest plus tilde to toggle between world and local space. No, that doesn't do anything. I mean, unless it's shift tilde. Control plus. Control alt. Oh, whatever. I got it. Doesn't matter now. Oh, I just added the song today. You can be a goody two-shoes for the end of your days. Where's the fun in that? So smile, Don, you smile. Follow my lead. And then smile, Don, you smile. There's the fun in that. So smile, Don, you smile. Smile, Don, you smile. So smile, Don, you smile. Everybody lights. Smile. Everybody. Follow my lead. Recite my creed and smile. Smile. You know, now that I think about it, I don't own that asset either. In fact, I left the watermark on it. Okay. Also, 1 up and 1 up. Aha. I forgot about you, didn't I? Cast to BP third-person character. If it fails, cast to BP underscore rocket cycle player. Other actor. Gain new life. From what I understand, gain new life doesn't actually increase your own lives, but increases the lives of the save file. Got it. Okay. Ah. Again, I don't need that. File export is FBX, and slide 5 is maybe better. From big ammo, small health, and big health, okay. I'm gonna go 1 up, 4 and 5. First, let me see if this works better. Alright, I understand your feelings. So it seems that what I just did is actually horrible. File, export as FBX. Maybe I need to increase gravity some more. Problem is, I will then have to make the jump shorter. Character movement. Your gravity scale. I don't need Firefox anymore. Why am... Have I been streaming myself this entire time? D. Oh, hey! Now that I'm not streaming Riptide, I can put this back on. No, what am I going to? Ah. Gravity scale, what if I died 32? That's the number of meters per second in a metric system user's brain. Only thing I can think of would be to take this, and by extension all of this, and move it all the way out here. Let's see what happens if I do that. That's ending up all the way over there. That's, I guess, fine. Okay. Content browser, random objects. So I was in the right folder, wasn't I? Slide 5. Go back to world. What? As me doing this... How? That would have been so cool that I pulled off that trick. But... Since it intersects with that, that means that if I complete it the legitimate way, wait, what? Okay, that should make it as wide as it needs to be to avoid that weird thing. Now this will lead me to make Control I, nothing before U. Yeah, we don't need that in our selection. S2, SZ.5. Control I. Don't need anything from before it starts, just everything after it does. Pull it out about right here. And everything is fixed. Possibly. File, export as FBX again, slide 5. Add a new slide 5. See what happens with this one and if it breaks anything. Oh, it actually fixes everything. Alright, except for that for some reason. I wish I could zoom in on what I want to zoom in on. Was it that? Don't tell me you're having problems with that. Just the first curve. File export as FAX, and then we export it, and then we go back to Unreal and put it in. And hopefully this time it works and I can get over the hump, but I don't know why I couldn't before. What? Oh. Not you two, but everyone else. What if I subdivided it? Or gave it a subdivision surface modifier? Modifier. Subdivision surface. Just see what happens. As FBX. Yeah. Clearly, it'll run into some problems. Okay. Alt path works good. What about main path? What part is this? It's the bit. Alright, it's gotta... Alright, there it is. Alright. So it'll be the right turn, left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn, up ways, down ways. Then we start experiencing problems, and then on the second down ways, we run into more problems. But it only appears when playing? Is it because it's unlit and I need to be lit?